Welcome back to Obscurus Lupa Presents, everybody! Where the hell have I been? No, seriously, I don't know. I got trapped in some witchcraft nonsense, and then I just kept doing crossovers. Anyway, here's Witchcraft 14. Yeah, just kidding, it's Miami Connection. So sit back, sip on your Coke too, and let me tell you the tale of Miami Connection, not to be confused with a show about two dudes in fabulous suits. It all begins with a South Korean gentleman named Y.K. Kim, who moved to America in the 70s. Being a black belt in Taekwondo since he was 13, he was spotted by filmmaker Richard Park doing a demonstration on a talk show, and the two of them decided to make a movie together. This film was to help Kim spread a positive message about martial arts and believing in your own success, casting himself as the lead and his friends and Taekwondo students as the supporting cast and crew. That movie was Miami Connection, a film so foul it was constantly rejected, refilmed, and eventually forgotten for 2 decades. As fate would have it, Alamo Drafthouse Cinema rediscovered the film in 2009 and contacted Kim to see if they could redistribute it. The claims about this film's failures aren't exaggerated, because Kim seriously thought they were joking. And this guy is a motivational speaker who wrote the book Winning is a Choice. If that isn't a testament to how embarrassing this film was, I don't know what is. After a lot of coaxing, the film was brought to the public eye again and has since become a cult classic. Because of the hugely positive reaction to the film since, the folks behind it have developed a sense of humor about it, and even hosted a reunion concert not too long ago. Kim's dreams of spreading his message to the world have been fulfilled, and Earth has since become a better place. How much do I love Miami Connection? Well, let me ask you this. How much do you love chocolate cupcakes? If you say you're allergic to chocolate, so help me! So what exactly is this masterful piece of cinema about? Well, if you're gonna make a movie about believing in yourself and martial arts, I think the story really writes itself. It's about a band of rock and roll orphans who fight drug-stealing ninjas. We begin somewhere in Miami, where we discover that powdered sugar is indeed delicious. Everything is going well until ninjas appear, as it so often happened in 1980s Miami. Ninja stars to the neck, swords to the face, cutting off limbs, the huge. We ninjas have the powdered donut monopoly once again! Ha ha ha! To the ninja cycles! What's that? Not only are they drug-stealing ninjas, but they're also motorcycle ninjas? You spoil us, movie! And so ends the Miami portion of Miami Connection. Yeah, the movie doesn't even take place in Miami. That's the kind of sense this thing makes. Seriously, the opening credits song is actually called Escape from Miami. And it, like all songs in this movie, is amazing. Steal all your cocaine along with your life. This is a real song. This is about as close to a ninja musical as you're gonna get. This eargasm is followed near immediately with another song, because while you're taking a breather from all that ultra-violence, you're gonna want to listen to some tunes. This is Dragon Sound, a group which promises a new dimension in rock and roll. As far as my knowledge serves me, Dragon Sound is the only orphan-founded martial arts band. And if you think the best part about the band is the description, you need to hear their music. You all heard that, right? I didn't make this movie up? That's right. After watching an army of ninjas violently murder some drug dealers, the movie immediately drops us into songs about loyalty and friendship, complete with lyrics you could find on a children's show. I mean, that's like if the Saw movies suddenly interrupted the torture porn for Jigsaw to start singing about the importance of sharing. There's one thing we know for sure, though. The audience is loving the shit out of this song. Except for our evil ninja leader, who watches this display of friendship with disapproval. Friends forever, yeah! Play counting is fun! No! Old MacDonald had a farm! Class classics all the way! I highly recommend you watch Miami Connection with the subtitles on, so you can sing along to all of the fantastic music numbers. Even better if you sing along with your friends. This is a group event. But if I'm being honest, that's not the only reason you're gonna want a little help watching this movie. Because believe me, you're gonna want the subtitles on all the way through.
What happened, sir? Oh, there's just some misunderstanding.
You must continue to pray there.
Tomorrow evening. Hey, Jim, finally got it. Okay, what's your fastest store?
Now, it's not glaringly obvious upon the first viewing, but English is not YK Kim's first language. Don't worry though, he's only the lead.
Hi. Jane.
It's me, your dorky boyfriend. And with a few sign language gestures that probably mean, I'm in Miami Connection, please get me out, these two meet up after class. This is Jane and her boyfriend John, both members of Dragon Sound, so presumably orphans. But John isn't so sure Jane has met the criteria.
So Jane, I've been wondering about your family. Do you have any family or anything? I haven't met anybody yet.
I hope they haven't been going out for a long time. You'll be surprised to know that a lot of the dialogue in this movie was improvised.
Well, they were divorced when I was young. My dad took off with some young girl and left my mom and my brother and myself, and she had to raise us all by herself. She had a tough life, and she, shortly after that, died.
Ah, so she's opted for the exposition vomit method. Better get everything out in one sentence because it's really hard to remember dialogue and we need to get this out of the way. Jane explains that her brother Jeff has taken care of her since their parents died, but she's not too fond of him due to his dangerous nature.
But before you meet my brother, I need to warn you. He's involved with a group of really shady characters. He's extremely jealous.
He gets jealous if someone's with his sister? Oh man, not only did he stop in a handicap space, but he's double parked. And oh shit, her brother's Wooly Willy.
Oh, Jeff, I heard a lot of good things about you. Where'd you find this son of a bitch?
He's a friend of mine from school.
A friend?
A friend? You better not tell me you were singing songs about that, or so help me I will cut a man in half!
How can you act like that?
Shut up!
Wow. Wow. There was no lead up to that at all. Granted, the guy is pretty punchable, but all he said was that he heard good things about the guy. Throw your books down, men. Class is over.
Are these bums your friends?
Bums? Language? I seriously feel bad for the guy who plays Jeff. He's got like no rational motivations for anything.
You don't scare me at all.
Jane, I want to talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Well, problem solved. All you gotta do is talk over someone else's dialogue.
Hey, John, you're...
Yeah, I'm okay, but if Jane wasn't there, I'd have kicked his ass.
And that was that scene in its entirety. Glad that was included. Meanwhile, this guy here is mad because he was replaced by Dragon Sound at the club, getting into a silly argument about those kids and their crap music.
They came in here to play goddamn songs for kids. Now who you bullshit? They play a lot better than you, man. Your music's for old people. Kiddie music. Your music's for old people.
This is so lame, it's just short of the two of them sissy slapping each other. Eventually, he just resorts to nonsensically calling the guy fat.
Fat man.
Then they have a martial arts battle over this? It's not worth it, man. Just find another club.
Bitch, you get out of here. You son of a... Don't you give me a hard time.
Don't you give me a hard time beating me up and all that. My old people music is great. I love that not only does this club employ taekwondo bands, but apparently is owned by a guy who can kick some serious ass. I know I don't really hit the club scene, but the martial artist ratio seems extremely high. Guys, there's a sale at Ninja Gap! OMG!
How is your sister? I'm really concerned about her. She's still hanging around with that damn band, Dragon Sound.
Your friend is only the leader of a murderous cocaine-stealing ninja gang. I'm sure he's really concerned about this stupid kiddie band. What the hell is this guy's problem anyway?
You need to get rid of that band so you can control that area.
Wait, what? How did we go from, I don't like that my sister is dating some wiener in a band, to, I must fight that band for control of the area? Are we in some post-apocalyptic world where Orlando is divided into kingdoms run by ninjas and rock bands?
Tastes good? Yes, tastes good.
Uncle Sean, you take great care of us.
Good. Uncle Sean, you have to give Mark the recipe today.
Improv, you say?
We love you.
Coming on a little strong there, Jack. Anyway, that was that whole scene. Yep. You sang it, right? I gotta hand it to them. It's pretty admirable to try and fight crime through the power of music. Though I'm not sure how many ninja wars they've seen in their time. Seems like this song really only works in this one specific instance. Yeah, thanks for that subtitle. I'm sure deaf people weren't sure what was going on there. Old Man Rhythm from earlier is so pissed about getting fired because of those meddling kids that he decides to get his gang together to attempt to murder them. Hey man, I get it. These punks are guilty of rocking too hard with their friendship songs, but you're never getting booked for gigs with that attitude. I should also remind you that you were quite easily defeated by a club manager earlier, so the odds in this fight aren't really in your favor.
Listen to me. I don't want to have any trouble. I just get the job from Allison. Don't bother us.
I don't know what any of the words I just say mean.
I'm gonna give you all the bribe you ever thought of, pal.
I don't know. It made sense to someone at some point. Probably. I can't believe you made us lean in as you poured beer on our heads. It's on like Donkey Kong. As I give you a pounding, I'd like to sing my hit song, I'm an Old Man Who Doesn't Like Change. I'm old, yeah, I'm old, and I like old people things. Stupid kids, get off my lawn, or I'll kick your butts. I like how some of the guys just wait patiently to get hit. And while it's pretty obvious Kim is a seasoned martial artist, the fights do tend to come off kind of silly. Well, I see no need for a transition here.
Hey guys, I'm taking a shower first.
But feel free to take your pants off in the meantime. So they all just live together?
Give me the letter. Secret? Give me the letter. Give me the damn letter now. Give me the letter.
Okay, you can have it.
Give me the letter now.
Get it, grab it, take it.
Give me the letter.
What an asshole! Picking on a 10-year-old like that. Everyone else mills in shirtlessly and repeats dialogue over and over again about waking up the neighbors and asking what happened. Look guys, he hasn't even read it yet. Do you fight like this over the mail every day? Anywho, Jim reveals a shocking truth to the group. He had a father all along.
I didn't know you had a father. I thought we are all orphans.
That doesn't mean he was born out of thin air. Oh man, this really messes up the group dynamic. They can't have someone in the band who isn't an orpan.
My mother was Korean. And my father was Black American.
You know, guys, you could have filmed this scene without his pants half off. Just saying. So anyway, it turns out Jim's Black American father left him when he was a kid, and his mother's dying wish was for Jim to find him. But I thought we are all orphans! Since his father was in the military, he sent some letters to the Defense Department to see if they can help, but he hasn't heard back from them. Not that this letter has to do with any of that. They never actually say what the one he just read even is. Sad scene done. Beach now! This song was extraordinary enough to get an encore. Take your pants off!
Ooh, hey, girl.
Take your pants off!
Make it with Rockstar. Hey, baby.
Pickup Linotron 3000 malfunctioning!
Look good, hey. All right.
Alright, I respect you as a person and encourage you in all of your future endeavors.
They don't make buns like those down at the bakery.
Okay, done. The best guy, by far, is Curly McGee in the middle. He's the guy to watch through the whole movie, a master of the improvisational craft. And really, that's all he's here for, because while there are a ton of martial artists in this film, this guy is not one of them. You'll notice throughout the movie that he's the guy getting beat up most of the time for that very reason. We can only assume he was cast because of his sweet dance moves. He's a shining star even among golden nuggets. Coincidentally, he looks to be the type of person whose diet consists of nothing but chicken nuggets. Meanwhile, at the thug gym, Old Man McPaperbones shows up with a comical head bandage to meet Jane's brother, a clashing of the beards, if you will. He says he wants them to get rid of Dragon Sound so he can get his old job back, because if you defeat your replacement, the guy you tried to beat up will certainly hire you again. He says that if they get rid of Dragon Sound, he'll join their group. Oh really? The guy who's been easily beat up twice and needs to hire you to fight will join your gang? What a tempting offer! And he's offering him any money he might make at the sad Orlando nightclub? Better get out of the cocaine business quick! This is where the real money's at! And I thought these dudes were gonna get rid of Dragon Sound for control of the area anyway. There is no reason whatsoever that they need to take this guy's offer. Next, we get some martial arts demonstrations to pad out the film. And this goes on for about the same amount of time it takes Bones to fossilize. This includes Kim's trademark move of holding someone's nose with his toes, which is impressive, but not enough so that it cancels out how goofy and disgusting it is. I mean, look at how nasty his feet are. Wow, that made me thirsty for some Pepsi, I tell ya. John is super pumped about adding some of this to their act, but Jack is scared about going back after what happened. And here is where we find out why Jack doesn't get that many lines.
Because of Jeff, too. He's in there every night. His damn gang selling that stupid cocaine.
Stupid cocaine!
Are you sure this is a good bust?
Yeah, cocaine.
This somehow leads to the three of them deciding the band should go on a worldwide tour to promote peace and goodwill. I don't know, guys, somehow there seems to be a flaw in this plan. So Jack's logic is, he doesn't want to step foot in that club again because he's scared, but he's got no problem going on a financially infeasible worldwide tour to several other countries.
We play in Israel. That's where my parents are from.
But I thought we are all orphans! Also, this never happens and it's never spoken of again. Their worldwide peace tour was cut tragically short. Whoa there, wasn't expecting that. He took his pants off! These guys decide they aren't paying for their dinner and start a fight with Uncle Song. Is this scene only in here for the director to show off his martial arts skills? That's disgusting! Take your pants off! Haha, he didn't tell him he was going to do that.
Beat downtown, the railroad tracks. From Jeff? I guess we have no choice.
What do you mean you have no choice? Did they present some sort of ultimatum? All they did was leave a note on your car. You meet me at the railroad tracks so I can kick your ass. Why? Because I left you a note. I'm just not going. Damn it!
How could you do this to me? You really embarrassed me this time.
Master of understatements, this one.
And you are terrible!
Oh, shit! Okay, so it's time to fight, because there's no other choice and they're terrible.
I remember what that son of a bitch did to my hand.
I should certainly hope so. The three members of Dragon Sound who can actually fight show up at the tracks for this completely avoidable brawl. For a band that wants to travel from country to country promoting peace, they sure are quick to throw punches.
Right here. Come on, boy.
Punchline! The cops show up and everyone employs the tried and true method of running away.
Where did everybody go?
Come on, man, we had our sirens on and everything. We move on to the track Tough Guy, featuring very real-life drunk biker folks and a femmy Asian man with a scarf fluttering his hair in the wind. And I don't believe for 1 second that Jeff went to Colorado Outward Bound School. And we watch our leads dick around aimlessly for a while. Aw, they're sleeping on U-Haul blankets? This is a pretty sad state of affairs. Why are they shaking everyone's hands here? Did they do something? Pizza was good! Uh-oh, time for Curly to get kidnapped. The damsel is in distress. Jane shows up at the thug gym to go looking for him, but comes up with butt kiss.
Salami.
Pickles! At some point we don't see, our heroes are told where to meet the bad guys to get their 6th Orpan back. Well, that quickly got out of hand. Yeah, take your time there, Jeff. Don't rush to get up or anything. I was waiting in there forever for someone to come by. Take your pants off. Hey Jane, remember your brother? Yeah, we accidentally killed him. What? We can't sing song about this. The ninja leader is informed of Jeff's death, so he decides to get rid of this damn band personally. He even has flashbacks of their good times together to show how hard he's taking the death. But who has time for ninjas when real drama is happening back at the orphanage?
My father! I found my father! Oh my god!
Jim, zip up your damn pants. The others come out to look for their clothes and celebrate the fact that Jim's father will be coming to visit the next day. That's great. Say, did anyone tell Jane that her brother is dead? No pants for everybody! Now what did we forget? Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry about what happened. I felt so bad about that.
It's not your fault, I understand.
Very forgiving. They're on their way to see Jim's dad when, wouldn't you know it, that's when the ninjas on motorcycles show up.
Oh, ninjas.
Seemed to take that pretty well, considering they hadn't yet encountered any ninjas.
Come on, leave us alone. We have to catch a plane.
Oh, my bad. Get out of the way, guys. They've got a plane to catch. And wait, I thought his dad was coming there. I want you guys to take your pants off. It's time for our heroes to piece the shit out of them.
Boss, everybody's dead.
Haha, I'm winning because everyone is dead! Kim meets up with totally the same guy, and a fight to the death ensues. Oh come on, you can even see his mustache poking through. At least, I'll be able to see my buddy Jeff again. And thus, Jim's death was avenged. What? He made it? Seemed like that was a little more serious. Oh well, same age dads for everyone. Message received. Ah well, I guess they could have gone with the original ending where Jim dies.
Oh no, Jim's father's on that plane.
I somehow knew that! What are the odds? Miami Connection is a brilliant film. From beginning to end, it's filled with hilarious lines, nonsensical action, and true drama. Sure, the message got lost a little along the way, but in the end, it's a hugely rewatchable film. And you can't say the movie didn't come from a passionate place. Not only did these guys put in 15 to 20-hour days for intensely choreographed fight scenes, but when the movie couldn't find distribution, Kim went back a year later and did a ton of re-editing and reshoots himself. He had no filming experience whatsoever, so he got a book on how to do it and went from there. And for something partially filmed by a guy using a how-to book, it actually looks like a movie. All of that aside, the product speaks for itself. You can't go wrong with a movie about a band fighting drug-stealing motorcycle ninjas.
What's good?
Jeff, that's your sister Jane? She's working here?
She's not supposed to be here. I don't know what she's doing here.
Better watch her. Let's go. Come on.
You don't scare me at all! At all! Hey, it's me again. I'm going to do a last one with the bass. Am I on TV?
You have a friend in me. I really have to pee. I have a friend in John. Even though I hate his show.